Feed me adrenaline. Keep coming back again. Feed me until the end. I'm turning venomous. Feed me adrenaline. Feed me adrenaline.
We are live with week 89 of Nemesis. We are on the Go Home Show to 0 hour, and I am joined by Curtis Robinson. How are you doing today, Curtis?
I'm pumped, I'm excited. It's 0 hour, and 0 hour fits tonight as well. This is a critical night. I'm kicking it off right off the bat. High risk, high reward.
A big debut. To circle base with what you were saying earlier, a very critical match for both these women here. Neither one, can really afford to lose. It's Trina Lamone's big debut, and Kel Valen, if she loses to a rookie this close to 0 hour, what will that do for her momentum?
Well, it won't do wonders, and Lamone has everything needed coming into this match. Let's see where we go with this.
The opening match of Nemesis is set for one fall. Introducing first, Citrina Lemon.
And here comes the zesty Citrina Lemon. We saw her making her start quite recently in CWL, and here we are with an in-ring debut. Let's see if she can bring some freshness to the women's ranks.
The advocate for Jim Leitzel, maybe looking to get a bit more of in-ring success than Jim has been getting as of late. Let's see what she can do here tonight against Kel Valen.
And her opponent, weighing 170 pounds, residing in Kyle's Boat, your Nemesis Women's Champion, Killer Kel Valen.
The Nemesis Women's Champion, one of the most dominant women, if not the most dominant competitor in the history of the CWL, Kel Valen, making her way to the ring for this match against Trina.
She looks confident, she looks pumped. This is a champion heading into a match. She needs to ride this wave of momentum and head straight into 0 hour. That goal and a clean sheet.
True, and you can't help but be confident in Kel Valen. I mean, you've beaten almost everyone there is to beat here on Nemesis. And you're going up against someone who isn't an active competitor, is making their in-ring debut. You can't help but feel like Kel Valen's got the edge in this matchup.
Absolutely. I mean, she shouldn't get too ahead of herself. We don't know what the sunlight quantity of Limone is going to be, but we've seen many successful managers come in. But we've got... This should be a cakewalk for Kel Valen if the general approach is to be believed. But Kel's coming in early with a crossbody there. Kel's got ahead of the steam.
Kel starting off very strong right now. Calling Citrina to her feet. What's she going for that big springboard cross body? Taking Limone to the ground.
Well, this is the approach we needed. This is the Valen that we know wins matches.
And not even giving Limone a moment to get her bearings here. Drop kick there. And this has been all Kel Valen so far.
It has. Been knocking some of the peel off of Citrina there. Oh, what a kick.
Forearm staggering now. Series of strikes to Citrina.
Going for a cover there. God, this is all Kel tonight. Oh, and Citrina bouncing back.
Citrina now finally getting into a control of this matchup here against Kel Valen.
Oh!
Sends it to the outside.
Things have turned sour for Kel Valen. Let's see if the
True.
Black Valentine can get back into this and back into the ring.
So
From
far,
outside.
Lamone hasn't necessarily been, controlling the matchup, but so far she's gone in, I think, more offense than some might have been expecting against Kel Valen. As Kel
That
lifts her
might
up to a
change.
brain buster
Oh.
on the outside. Welcome to the CWL, Citrina.
Good God. Oh,
This is, some might say, going up against, the top dog and Nemesis here, might be the best person to debut against. You faced the hardest guy, you faced the hardest girl there, you faced her in a match, and win or lose, you now know what the measuring stick is. You now know who you have to beat to be the top dog.
this is the gold standard, yeah. And Lamone, credit to her where it's due, she's bringing it. In the corner, barricade now.
Kel able to fight her way out. These two have to be careful about that 20 count here that we have in the CWL. Don't want to see a double count out here.
No one wants that result, and Kel could do with a decisive win tonight. Citrina obviously wants that win. Back into the ring here. Oh, into the steps. I like it. She's got smarts about it, Citrina.
Oh, and now Citrina looking to go for the count-out victory here against Kel Valen. And I think Citrina thinks she's won the match as Kel rolls back into the ring.
You don't win many matches in the turnbuckle, but I can see Lamone, she's owned it. She's hasn't missed a beat from that.
Slamming Kel into the ground there. And I will say we haven't necessarily mentioned, but Kel rocking a new attire here tonight.
Absolutely. Is this a sign of a change in stance, change in theme? Monkey flip. Oh,
and Kel able to land right out of it.
agile as ever.
Stays on, but no, into a reverse DDT by Kel. Kel Valen will not be denied here tonight.
She's a defending champion.
Moving forward, the moonsault goes for the cover.
And a kick out there.
Kicked out. But I think Kel's calling for the end here. Kick to the gut.
Is it going to be
This. We up in a half Nemesis driver. 1, 2, 3. Kel Valen picking up a big victory here. The half Nelson driver typically see used by Kel Valen.
or indeed anywhere in the CWL. That's the first one I've seen in my time commentating. And Valen's just come in with a huge upper hand in the way to 0 hour. But Citrina Lamone there, good showing.
Good showing, but still a decisive victory by Kel Valen, sending a statement to one of the 3 women who will be competing in the main event tonight. Which one will be a challenger, we don't know. But they are going to have to go through hell to beat Kel Valen.
It's almost worth losing that match so they don't have to face Kel. Should punish her.
The winner of the match, Killer Kel Valen.
Now Kel, after a successful victory, but moving on to the next matchup. We've got, I believe, the first of 2 Beat the Clock challenges here. As Dr. Wrestling Jr. goes up against an opponent of Sicario's choosing.
I've been waiting for this all week. Do you know who it is?
No, I don't know who it is personally, but I've heard rumors here or there. But just to explain to people at home that might not know, whoever gets the fastest win between Dr. Wrestling Jr. or Sicario gets to pick the stipulation at 0 hour. However, if both happen to lose their matches, it's whoever lasts the longest. So let's see if Dark Wrestling Jr. can beat the clock.
The following match is set for 1 to 4 and is part of the Beat the Clock Challenge. Introducing first, weighing 150 pounds, from Tijuana, Mexico, Dr. Wrestling Jr.
Now the good doctor making his way to the ring, coming off of a loss at Mixed Man, but a win almost immediately afterwards. He lost his world title to back in a triple threat match when he wasn't even thin, and then he was given a match one-on-one against the Twitch champion Sicario, which he was able to pick up a pinfall victory. So now he's got himself a title shot of 0 hour. But the question is, can he get to pick the stipulation?
That'll be a huge psychological advantage from the good doc here.
Well, he was able to beat Sicario in a normal one-on-one match, but with Sicario and how he thinks, he might, if he wins this Beat the Clock challenge, who knows what stipulation he'll choose. It might be a stipulation that's completely out of the doctor's element.
Well, we know he can do it in a singles match. Who knows about anything else? I mean, stipulations Sicario could pick, the stipulations the doc could pick. It'd be huge at 0 hour. Here he comes.
Who is the mystery opponent for Dr. Wrestling Jr. going to be?
And his opponent, weighing 220 pounds. From Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, USA, one half of your CWL Tag Team Champions, Alex Graves.
Oh. Alex Graves on his way down to the ring. Is this who Sicario's chosen?
I believe it is. I mean, hey, maybe after the Nemesis Civil War, maybe there's a bit of a respect between Super Series and Disciples of Evil. Now Sicario choosing one path, the tag team champions go up against Dr. Wrestling Jr. Got to wonder if Alex Graves will pick up the win here tonight. Could that put him back in Twitch title contention?
Well, he's got everything to gain from this. I can see why he agreed to it. I'm just amazed Sicario asked him.
True. The Truthless Heroes have a tag team title papers, lies, and chairs match happening at 0 hour against the Chess Club. Now, with Alex looking to pick up some momentum for his team.
This is going to be huge, mark my words.
Now, both these men getting ready. Ring a ding ding, and let's get this one underway. As Alex Graves scooping Dr. Wrestling Jr. up in a backbreaker right to start off.
This is going to be a huge match. The cards are all completely closed at the moment. I had no idea Graves was going to be the one to answer this.
You know, I've heard
Not really.
rumors that it was a former champion here on Nemesis, but I have to admit I did not expect it to be Alex Graves.
Well, the doc had his number on that one. Got to give him his
Now
credit, he's
the doc-
improvising.
And I mean, hey, for Dr. Wrestling Jr., he didn't know who his opponent was. He had no idea to prepare for Alex Graves. Alex Graves had all the time and will prepare for Dr. Wrestling Jr. Doc might, for such a technical and such a smart wrestler that Dr. Wrestling Jr. is, this might have thrown an off it here a bit.
Oh!
Big Psycho knee there.
You're saying about being thrown off your game, that will do it.
Graves have worked his way out the head scissors. Throwing him down onto the mat, picking the ankle now.
That was nasty.
You know, getting him to a kneeling position and just laying in the
I like it.
punches. DDT by Graves, driving the skull of Dr. Wrestling Jr. into the mat. And now, going into a triangle choke there.
That's exactly it. You target the head, go for a choke.
But Dr. Jr. able to power out of it.
I love it. What would it mean for Graves getting this win?
I mean, hey, if he picks up the win and the Doc Wrestling Jr. becomes Twitch champion at 0 Hour, that could put him right in line for a contendership.
It'd have to. There's a stake there. And the Doc, knowing his pride, he would want to beat him with the championship to prove that he is worthy.
If we roll the clock back a little bit, Alex Graves was a former Twitch champion that he lost his title to Sicario. So now maybe he's looking to beat the man that beat Sicario.
Absolutely.
Graves heads to the outside. A
Oh.
big slingshot leg drop, dropping the leg across the neck. Now attacking the head with those 12 to 6 elbows.
I'd say the smart money is on those strikes. I'm shocked that he went for that springboard leg drop. We know he's got the moves, and they're beautiful to watch, but if you can keep Dr. wrestling... Oh! The strikes like that.
Yeah, Graves feeling himself right now as he goes to the outside, starts laying the strike Dr. Jr. right. He's going to want to keep the strikes up. He's much more of a brawler in comparison to Dr. Jr. He rakes at the eyes.
No, he didn't. He'd be alright. And back in we go. And
Over an elbow to the head there, lifting him up. Fatal DDT.
that knocks some of the ring IQ out of the Doc. 1, 2, this could be it. 3.
Hey, and Alex Graves picks up an upset win here over the Doc. So now, Sicario will defeat his opponent or last longer than Dr. Wrestling Jr. And he will pick up the stipulation for 0 Hour.
Graves is just, his stock's just skyrocketing. The Doc's got his work cut out. He can even see after that match.
The winner of the match, Alex Graves.
Big win for Alex Graves heading into his TLC match at 0 Hour. And a disappointing loss for Dr. Wrestling Jr. I think he needed to make sure that he take that stipulation, because now if Sicario again, he doesn't even need to win his match. He just needs to outlast Dr. Wrestling Jr.'s time.
If he can see through all the ice packs he's going to need at the back, he's going to be staring at that monitor, watching this match, seeing who comes out. Well, obviously, see if his pick, whoever that is, who is it going to be, if they're triumphant in this. And if they can get the job done faster than Graves just did.
True, but Sicario Twitch champion, it's not going to be easy to put a man like that down. Let's see, though, if whoever Dr. Wrestling Jr. picked, let's see if they can pull up the upset.
The following match is set for one fall. Introducing first, weighing 225 pounds, from San Jose, USA, your Twitch champion, Scario.
Here comes a man you do not want to trifle with. This is one of the reasons I love CWL. The champions come out and they're fighting champions. Sicario, fighting champion, a brutal champion. He gets the job done. On his way down now, and he's got his work cut out, trying to work out. We saw the element of surprise just to take down the Doc. Who's Sicario up against?
Don't know, but like you said, a man not trifled with. He beat Alex Graves for the Twitch title, then proceeded to break the Twitch title curse by beating John Spartacus in a 20 minutes in hell match at Midsummer's Mayhem. Now, Sicario looking to pick the stipulation. He's a very cerebral opponent. Some might even say, as a Sicario, he's a very cerebral assassin. But he's got to wonder if picking the stipulation, how much that's going to affect his ability to win the match.
Absolutely. It's two cerebral fighters we're seeing. So obviously we've got the Dark, who's immense grade in the ring, and we've got Sicario, who, as you just pointed out, isn't exactly a blunt tool. As much as he loves using them.
No, but it's a bit of a different type of smart wrestlers. Dark Wrestler Jr. is all about the in-ring fights where Sicario is able to get into an opponent's head, but let's see what that opponent will be.
And his opponent, weighing 205 pounds, from Mexico City, Mexico, Flapjack Carter.
The Wrestling Junior's pick. Gotta say, I'm quite surprised here as he picks fellow member of the Disciples, Flapjack Carter, to go up against the leader of the Disciples in Sicario. I was talking a bit about the mind games that Sicario employs, but this is some next level mind games by Dr. Wrestling Jr.
Absolutely, this is a lethal dose of poison. Oh.
You know, we've seen almost an ascendancy from Flapjack Carter as of late. As he, if you go back a bit, he's almost been carrying the tag team duo between him and Keen. Now, if he's able to beat Sicario, could we start to see a possible mutiny in the Disciples?
It was definitely a hairline fracture to consider. But, I mean, it's interesting he even chose to take this match. I mean, he could have easily told Dr. Wrestling where to stick it. Oh,
and a famous by Sicario.
Okay,
and
so they're not going easy.
Into an armbar headlock there.
Perhaps he's trying to get the match over quickly. Doesn't want to injure his own.
Tapped out John Spartacus. But
Yes, it did.
now Flapjack getting told. But you mentioned, you know, possibility of Flapjack just choosing not to take the match, but it might be the thing where he might not have had the choice. Or it could also be Flapjack, this is his chance to prove himself. He hasn't had very many high-profile matches here so far in the CWL. Regardless if it's his leader or not, if he can beat the Twitch champion, that would put Flapjack Carter on the map.
It absolutely would. This is the definition of high profile. Sicario, DDT, it's a CWL original and a cover now. This is why he's such an important competitor. He won't stop. We saw him go the distance time and time again. We've seen his wars with Harris. We've seen
On a basement drop kick to Flapjack Carter. And now continuing to target the leg, and I think that's going to be the main plan of attack for Sicario here tonight. Target that leg of Flapjack Carter, get rid of his main offense. And a big elbow drop, dropping it right into the heart of Flapjack Carter. Sicario, though, right now in full control. And a power slam into the corner, and going back round to another power slam.
cover him. Good lad.
Looks like he's going to go
One.
to 1.
2,
No.
1.
Like I said, Flapjack, he's shown a bit more of a resilient side of play. I wouldn't be surprised if it took a lot to take down Carter. Let's go to his first one, 50. Rarely do we see that from Sicario, but Flapjack finally checking the kick.
Well, it worked out for Graves. He took some acrobatics in with that springboard leg drop, and it paid dividends massively against Dr. Wrestling. Less so for Sicario after that, but
Big suplex by Flapjack Carter. Now continuing to target the head. Flapjack now, I think this, even if Flapjack win or lose, this has to cause some intensity back in the locker room between the Disciples.
well, it's rippling amongst the entire roster from a match like this. These two dominate several different divisions at the same time. We've got the tag, we've got obviously Sicario. This has got implications for everyone, this match. Who is going to take it?
Oh no, sorry. Dragon screw leg whip to Flapjack Carter.
Not just that, who scoops up the win? It doesn't matter. This match in itself proves.
Oh! Silencer to Flapjack. Silencing us here at the commentary table.
It's a thing of beauty.
Now, Dragon suplex. And I think
Oh, here we
Mario.
go. Oh, no.
Right for the execution. A kick to the gut by Flapjack. Flapjack not going down. Oh, right for the pop-up style smash. He's caught by a Hurricane Rana. Mario.
We've seen that look.
Cool and collected here. Setting him up for the execution.
This has got to be it.
Away. 1, 2, 3. Mario gets to pick the stipulation. He kept it cool in there in that match. He stayed calm. He did not let his fellow Disciple member coming out get the better of him.
That was a strong showing from both parties on this, but we've got the result now. We know who's picking the stipulation for 0 Hour.
True. And speaking of the Thomas Mario, he didn't even get the fact that the execution got reversed face him at all. He just immediately bounced back and prepared for the next move. And hey, that's something where these two, they work together, they're part of the same team. He was able to see the pop-up coming. And now Sicario will get to pick the stipulation. You've got to wonder what he's going to be choosing to go up against Dr. Wrestling Jr.
Yeah, perhaps Dr. Wrestling, although he picked an opponent that would get under his skin, he knows him. Let the enemy you know, perhaps. Sicario scooping up a win in a huge fashion.
The winner of the match, Sicario.
Sicario looks on to 0 Hour. We look on to our next matchup here as Ebac goes up against Xander Woods, a rematch from a few weeks ago where Xander was able to pick up the surprise upset against Ebac. Now we've got some people in the corners.
Absolutely, this is going to be a tasty match for many, many reasons. The shenanigans that are going to go on.
BMS looking to get under the skin of Ebac by supporting Xander Woods, and now Ace Anderson, fellow Order teammate with Ebac, but he beat Ebac not that long ago. Could we see some dissension here tonight?
The following match is set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Ace Anderson, weighing 217 pounds, from Norwich, England, your Nemesis heavyweight champion, the guru of gaming, Ebac.
And the crowd is on their feet here in Honolulu for their champion. Ebac taking up the title at Interim, though not able to find the most success as of late. Gotta be said.
Second year curse has well and truly hit Ebac. It's hit him hard, but he's still the same competitor. It's just going to be a case of digging out the rut. He's got a lot to prove, but he's also already proved so much.
Let's see if we can get back on track here tonight.
And his opponent, accompanied by BMS, Xander Woods.
It's confidence, but it's confidence well earned. Here comes Xander in all his shiny glory. He's got a hell of a competitor in his corner. Look at that swagger down to the ring.
And what gotta be feeling confident going into this match. Yes, his win-loss record isn't so fast, but he did beat Ida. He has a win over the current world champion.
Aye, he does. Barefoot
Now-
brawler.
Gets another shot to prove himself. I mean, hey, we've seen crazier things happen in CWL. Maybe if Xander Woods beats Ebak, he could become, #1 contender.
We're off. Colin Elwood to start things off.
On Xander now, able to go behind on Ebak, but Ebak able to force himself out of there. Now taking him to the ground. Now, we sort of saw, last time we saw Ebak in the ring, he lost to Ace Anderson, and that's what I mean. Ebak has the tendency to sometimes maybe get in his own head in the ring. He'll pick up these big astronomical wins, but when the lights aren't the brightest, he'll sometimes falter.
Perhaps things aren't fully loaded, I don't know. Oh, here we go.
Oh, and
No one
here we
gets-
have BMS, and I think we had to have expected this from the offset. BMS trying to get into the head of Ebak here.
I love
BMS
it.
feeling that it should just be him and Ebak fighting for the world title. That Ace
Nice.
Anderson should have to wait his turn.
Well, he's got a point. I mean, BMS is... I think he's doing the right thing. He's cheering on Xander, but yeah, I think he does deserve that match. Lovely fireman's carry there from Ebak. But Xander Woods... I don't know where this is headed. A power slam coming?
Well, the CWL is an ever-changing landscape around here. Plans change all the time. It was originally going to be Ebak versus BMS after BMS picked up some big wins here against Buzzsaw Briggs, against the War. But
Exactly.
then Ace Anderson was able to pin Ebak, able to pin the champion right in the middle of the ring.
There is that.
He did. It's not like he was just given a title shot. He earned it, but I can also sort of see where BMS is coming from there.
I think BMS has got enough salt to fill a mine at the moment. And perhaps rightfully so, but this is all about Ebak and Xander at the moment.
Of course, Xander able to get back in control of this one. He's going to be wanting to look for that curb stop that put Ebak away last time. Is Ebak fighting him back there? Kick to the gut sends him off, and now the moonsault attack by Ebak. But Xander will get off, and BMS not giving Ebak a chance to see that Xander's already at his feet now. Oh, but Ebak immediately follows up with a bulldog. Now they're showing off there by Ebak, maybe trying to show off to Ace a bit as well.
Quite possibly. Oh, is he going for...
I think he's going to be
Really?
calling for the end here, lifting him up onto
He's
his
going for it.
shoulders. Ebak slam. And that's it. One, two.
See, that's all she wrote.
Go! BMS pulling the ref out of the ring.
Well, that was kind of him. Ref was going to slip out and... Well, safety. BMS, good eye there.
Now, you've got to applaud the fact that Xander Woods had the forethought to bring BMS over with him at ringside, but you've got to feel that if BMS hadn't done that, Ebak would have won the match by now.
Oh, hey, BMS.
Oh, BMS now, over on our side of the ring here.
He's taking care of the ref. Oh,
Oh,
powerbomb.
a powerbomb! Reminiscent of their fallen tag partner, Maverick Alpha. Jesus goes for the pin. 1, 2, no. There's a chair now in the ring. That could be quite the X factor. Whoever gets the chance to use it here, keep in mind, if they do use it, it will most likely be a DQ. But if the ref goes down, if the ref isn't looking, sort of fair game. As goes for an elbow drop and misses.
Swing and a miss. Now you've got to realise that Brandon is just looking out for the ref's health there, bringing him a chair to sit on. He's had a bit of a traumatic time with that missed pinfall.
Well, the ref picking up the chair and sliding it out of the ring, wanting to keep this match as fair as possible here.
Like, you can't commentate a match from a chair, I will concede, but Xander's got his hands full now.
Oh, and now Blue Thunderball.
A modified Blue Thunderball.
One, two.
two.
No, and Xander able to kick out. The drop kick to the back of the neck to Xander Woods. E-back
Getting some
taking
stretches
a bit
in.
of a breather here. Going to the corner, and again trying to feed off the capacity crowd here for CWL. As Xander slowly gets to his feet. And a belly to belly, no! Gets blocked by E-back.
He should not have let Woods breathe. He's going to regret that.
And a face buster. And this is something that you sort of begin to notice with E-back, is that he's a very smart wrestler where whenever something doesn't work in
here we
this
go.
matchup, he'll always bring something new to the rematch, like the Nvidia driver to Xander Woods, and that's going to be all she wrote here, folks. But
It's
again,
installed.
BMS again distracting the ref.
You call it distracting, I call it making pleasant conversation and highlighting the need for greater health and safety measures. No, ref, no.
No, and the ref
Referee.
sends BMS out of here.
Can't throw the appointed health and safety inspector out.
Oh, but Xander, they might just give Xander the moment he needed. As he goes to lift him up for a suplex, but E-back no into a neck breaker. This is what I was talking about. E-back, yes, he lost his first match to Xander Woods, but that gave him a moment to prepare, to study up, and now he's been ready for everything Xander's had to throw at him such far.
Absolutely. But
Xander's going to have to throw E-back a curveball. Going to have to throw him something new.
I should throw in that chair. What? Okay.
Now E-back sending him into the corner. They go for another moonsault attack. Goes up top,
Oh.
he hits it.
Beautiful. It's a shame Smith's not here to see it.
Bringing him to a knee here. But Xander fighting his way up. Running neck breaker.
This is why
Right to the face.
that is why Xander is so dangerous. You have him in the corner and he'll just run out, hit you with something like that. Tables turn.
Scrappy Pitbull style. As he drapes the throat. The throat of E-back got caught on that bottom rope, choked him a bit there. Now Xander moving to the outside, choosing to take a bit of a timeout.
See, this is where he needed some moral support. The referee has deprived him. E-back now has an unfair advantage.
E-back picking him up into another Blue Thunderbomb. Now calling for the end, and this time no BMS to save Xander. Lifting him up. E-back slam. Cover. 1, 2, 3. E-back picks up a win against Xander Woods.
Well, I've got to hand it to E-back. He fought hard and he played the right game there.
I mean, credit to Xander. Xander, he was able to fight back throughout the match, but realistically, E-back had this match won twice before he finally picked up the win.
Xander took so much during that battle. He took 3 E-back slams. No, 2 E-back slams. 2
E-back slams and then the Nvidia driver. But E-back
What
was
a hero.
put Xander away. But
He's a hero.
was able to put him away in the end. Ace Anderson just watching on. Maybe it wasn't the smartest idea to have Ace Anderson out there. Ace Anderson got a moment to study E-back, learn what he's going to be going for.
Quite possibly. He's a bit of a snake like that.
Well, get to see what happens as a 0 hour. E-back will be facing off with Ace Anderson and BMS in a triple threat match for the Nemesis Heavyweight Championship.
The winner of the
And
match,
Xander,
E-back.
what a guy.
back, standing victorious here. But now we're going to be moving on to the main event of the evening, as we have the number 1 contenders match for the Nemesis Women's Championship, as Yuri York, Amber Arcade, and Noelle Park will face in a triple threat match to determine who will face Cal Valen at 0 hour.
This has main event all over it. And we saw. Sorry.
No, please continue.
Well, we saw the dominance of the champ, Cal Valen, and who is she facing next week?
The following main event of Nemesis is a triple threat match set for one fall, with the winner being declared the new number 1 contender. Introducing first, weighing 172 pounds, from Cardiff, Wales, Amber Arcade.
Amber Arcade making her way down to the ring. Known as the perennial underdog of Nemesis, has always come so close to success but was never able to achieve it. Maybe tonight she'll get one step closer to finally getting a shot at that Nemesis Women's title.
She might well do, or she'll get to the back of the line. Do not pass go.
Amber Arcade has become very familiar with being sent to the back of the line. Now she has a chance to be at the front. Will she waste it, or will she finally claim her spot?
And the opponents. First, weighing 113 pounds, from Chicago, Illinois, Yuri York.
And here comes the second ingredient for this matchup. Full of confidence, full of fire, beams, whatever you want to call it.
Well, Yuri, if she picks up the win here tonight, we might get to see a very interesting matchup, as Yuri York and Cal Valen both members of White Lotus. Will we see a White Lotus matchup at 0 hour between the two?
Well, they'd be pleased with that in the sense that the belt stays in the faction.
But we've seen hints of dissension between Andrea and Cal, possibly, over the last few weeks. Could we see the same with Yuri?
Absolutely. Those two are pit bulls. They'll fight to the death.
Weighing 131 pounds, from Los Angeles, California, Noelle Park.
Here comes Noelle Park.
Noelle Park's done quite a role as of late, picking up bigger wins over people like Rox. And now, looking to get some gold around her race. Let's see if the No L train will be able to make its way to 0 hour.
There are no stops on that train. I love the circling around behind it. In front of everyone at ringside there.
No L train has no stops, and it has no L's as of late. But she doesn't need to take the L to lose this matchup.
I got what you did there. The Noelle. It's good. It's good.
Let's get started. Noelle Park and Amber Arcade both going to the outside immediately.
This is how
Amber
she's
going
back.
for a weapon right off the bat. A lot of blue in this matchup, gotta say. And Amber now taking it to Noelle Park with that Luthez press.
Well, this is what this blue brand is all about.
At top-up
Ooh.
Meteor, Amber Arcade is on a mission here tonight. She continues her assault. Oh, arm drag by Yuri York. Slapping Amber Arcade down to the ground. All these women have something to prove here tonight. As Yuri and Noah get back into the ring. And you've gotta wonder, who do you think personally needs this win the most?
Well, for me personally, I would have to put it on either Park or Arcade. Just because York's established. Arcade's, she could do with this #1 contendership, and Park wants gold.
True, but at the same time, with York, at the moment, York is the only one without a title match at 0. If Andrea is able to pick up the one against Scout McKenzie, she'll be the only member of White Lotus not holding any gold.
Aye, there is that.
Grams!
Oh,
Neck first into that exposed turnbuckle, and hey, no DQs in a triple threat match. No, not able to get the 3 count.
yeah. I mean, I suppose every now and again you gotta bend the rules, bend the turnbuckle, bend some steel.
I mean, hey, when it's a no DQ
Test the
match, there
welding.
is no such thing as bending the rules, because there really are no rules.
I suppose not. You just gotta bend your opponent's face. I mean, we could say it like she was malicious about it. I mean, she could have just been testing the ring structure.
I highly doubt that, but Yuri York rolling to the apron as Noel Park gets herself to her feet here.
You have little faith. Oh,
Noel Park going at Amber Arcade.
with a lovely lean in there from York.
But Amber has been on fire this entire matchup.
Absolutely. Lovely head whip there.
Yeah, that fire might have just been put out by Yuri York. Yuri now, a twist of fate. Noel Park.
Basking in the corner now. What smugness.
Yuri's going to be looking for that Yuri out to pick up the win, but now again getting shoved shoulder first and attacking that shoulder area that she used the exposed turnbuckle on. Amber now lifting. Amber lifting into a detonation kick. We talk a lot about the strength of Amber Arcade for such a short woman on the roster. Oh, goes for the rolling elbow, gets caught. And now, lifts her up, turn around into a Frankensteiner.
Well, this is the nimbleness that will win the match. You can have strength, but if you can't keep the opponent down for long enough.
Oh, but now draping across the ropes.
Oh my
Deadly
god.
Orchid to Amber Arcade. York picking her up. Forking her in,
One down, one to go.
Returning the favor to Noel Park. Now picking up the pieces. Amber might still be out from that Orchid. 1, 2, no.
And of course we saw... Oh! Of course
Big
we just saw
cross body.
Park having to make a heady escape there. And the cover again.
Going for the cover again. 1, 2, no.
That could have been it.
Refusing to stay down.
We could have had a #1 contender there.
You know, we talked about the strength, we talked about the resiliency of Amber Arcade, and we're seeing it on display here tonight.
I'd say from all 3 of these. Just that barrage at the start of this match on the outside was enough to put a lesser person down. And I know there was a gap between, but we saw a lovely Deadly Orchid. That will put anyone out for a long period of time normally. These aren't normal people.
Oh, and now, maybe it was going for the Yuri out, but Amber Arcade rolled to the outside into safety there.
Playing past them.
And a cutter! The cutter by Yuri York, and that could be enough, but no Park White, but instead choosing not to go for the pinfall.
Interesting.
Slashing down Noel Pike, just disrespecting Noel.
I love it.
And maybe Yuri isn't even going for one. Maybe she's just trying to wear down whoever Kel will face so that Kel has an easier match at 0 hour.
That's a good point, that.
As we saw, again, she went for the cut and go for the pin. Maybe that is the game plan.
I mean, that would be Kel's ideal situation, but I don't know. I just feel like you don't put this much of a gutsy performance on unless you want gold. I think she's got a taste for it.
Speaking of wanting gold, Amber.
No.
Amber bomb. Planting her to the mat, but
Oh my
no pipes
God.
up. Sending her into the corner.
She's
Big
got cover.
melee. Instead, no, like a
What are you
ball
doing?
of fire there. Amber Arcade, slingshot leg drop there.
Get the cover, damn it.
She is, but maybe I'm the wrong person.
One,
1, 2,
two.
no. She knew that she wasn't going to be able to get the cover on Yuri, but Noelle standing right there. And now it's Yuri that's up to her feet after that Amber bomb. Now going for the knees of Yuri York. Another face breaker. All 3 women are now down on the mat. Well, 2 are down on the mat, 1's down on the outside.
And the crowd are showing.
The crowd is going crazy right now.
Oh, goosebumps.
Zampa first to her feet. Goes to the cover on Noelle. 1, no.
I thought whoever was first to roll over was going to get it then.
Now trying to fight her way up. Big forearm to Amber. Turns around to a raccoon swing DDT. Lifts her up. No, goes behind. Dropping her neck first up the ground. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, no.
That could have been it. She's slightly fresher from having that time on the outside, but it's going to be fresh if it pays off. Wait a minute.
Sending her to the outside. This is vintage. Yuri York out in the... And now through the turnbuckles. Tornado DDT. Yuri York, this is where she goes to meet up with Amber Arcade, gets a kick for her troubles.
We had front row seat for that one. What a tornado DDT. I could watch that again and again.
Well, now Noelle might be out. As Amber goes to the middle rope. Goes for rolling senton, dodges out of the way to Yuri York.
Those risks sometimes pay off, sometimes they don't. 1, 2, this could be it.
No, and Noelle's finally back to her feet. Goes for the cover of her own. Don't think she just kicked out.
1, 2, she's not even...
Yuri wasn't worried, I don't think. But no, a kick to the gut of Yuri York. Now goes behind, maybe going for a backpacker there. Yuri turns her around. Big drop kick to the head of Noelle Park. Goes for the cover. 1. No, is Amber able to break it up?
That veteran instinct kicking in there saved this match.
Drop hold right into the boot, and again, Amber's forced to roll out. Without catching herself at the last minute. Sending Amber into the corner.
Got the spin on
No, Amber's able to catch herself on her feet. Holding elbow. Catching Yuri right on the side of the head. 1,
2,
3. Amber Arcade picks up the win.
We have a #1 contender.
Now Amber getting that women's title match that she's wanted for so long. Able to flip out of that monkey flip and hit the Clockwork Orange right to the... I think she almost hit the top of Yuri York's temple there. Knocking her out cold. Big win for Amber Arcade is now. We see the big underdog Nemesis just go up against the most dominant women in the CW world today, Kel Valen. And it's sure to be a match of the night contender.
Without a doubt. That was a hell of a bout for everyone.
And Noelle Park again not pin in this matchup. So I guess maybe the no L train continues for a bit. 2-2. But
Maybe it's stalled in the station, perhaps, but it's not stopped. You're right.
The winner of the main event and your new #1 contender, Amber
big
Arcade.
win here tonight for Amber Arcade. Now going on to face Tel Fallon. That has been everything here from Nemesis for week 89. I have been Alexander Shaw, joined by Curtis Robinson, bidding you a farewell adieu.